Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to draw our Harvest Moon pumpkin. Now Harvest Moon pumpkin, you can use any piece of paper you have for your pumpkin. I'm going to use orange. If you only have white paper, then that's fine. Maybe you can paint your paper orange, color it with crayons or markers, oil pastels, anything you want. Then we're also going to need a background paper. Now I'm going to glue mine to a black background, like a nice dark fall night. But if you have white, make yours a daytime scene with a blue sky and green grass. Okay, so right now we're just going to need our one piece of paper to draw our pumpkin. I've provided in the assignment a step-by-step on how to draw a pumpkin. I'm going to move my coloring supplies out of the way for now. And I'm going to turn my paper horizontally. All right, now step one, we're going to make our pumpkin about the size of this piece of paper. We're going to start with step one, where we draw a straight line in the center of our paper. Now this line doesn't have to be perfectly straight, and we want to leave room at the top to draw a stem. From that line, in step two, we're going to draw two curved lines starting at the top and connecting at the bottom. As it works its way out, you're going to start to build the layers of your pumpkin. Remember, if you draw a curved line on the left, you're going to draw a curved line on the right, all the way until we are finished our pumpkin. How big do you want your pumpkin? Now, I actually might add a few, maybe one more line all the way for that last back section there. And I'm going to connect my top like that. I'm just going to draw two curved lines and a circle for my stem. Now, I need to go ahead and erase that back line for the back of my pumpkin. It's not going to show. All right, now we have our harvest pumpkin drawn. Next, we're going to add a little color. Color, baby, color. Now, I'm going to do that with either crayons, oil, or oil pastels, or if you have colored. Okay, you're back with me. Now we're going to add a little color to our pumpkin just for fun. Now you might have already added color when you were creating your pumpkin to begin with, but right now I'm going to add some white highlights to my pumpkin. It's fun if there's some white highlights. Probably a little red. Pastels, but you know what? You can use crayons, some markers, watercolors, anything, colored pencils you have at home. Darker accent colors to the bottom, but using only, oh, I forgot this important part, warm colors. Red, yellow, or orange. I'm going to even add some orange to this. It's just fun adding some texture layers with crayons or markers. Now my stem, I have some brown here. I think I'm going to actually color my stem in brown. Now don't forget, we're going to cut out our pumpkin. So it's okay if you go outside the lines. All right, so I am going to trace over my pencil lines with something dark. I'm going to use this oil pastel I have. You can use a crayon, marker, any supply you have at home. Working on creating our pumpkin, that means it is the same on the right. If I drew a line on the left, I already drew a line on the right. And we're going to practice cutting. All right, so I'm all finished. Now I'm ready to cut out my pumpkin. When we cut our pumpkin out, remember, we want our thumb on top, fingers on the bottom. If we are short and the table makes us kind of crouch down, sit on your legs or stand up. We want to take small, slow bites. You see how I'm not closing my scissors, okay? Little tiny fish bites, no shark bites. I'm going to carefully cut just the outer edge of my pumpkin, okay? Don't cut inside it. Get as close as you can to that little gap inside. Then you can come back and cut a little V out. All right, I'm going to carefully cut down and around, taking my time, making sure my scissors do not close all the way. Little fish bites, taking my time. Here I'm just going back and forth. All right. Now we might want to go back and round some parts out that maybe got a little sharp. Now we can put these to the side. I like to keep a scrap bin at home because you never know when you might need a small piece. Maybe you turn your scraps into a fall leaf. All right, we're all done our pumpkin. Great job, friends. Now we're going to get our background paper, either white or black, daytime or nighttime. We're going to hold it horizontally. I'm going to do a harvest nighttime moon. So what do we need for a harvest moon? A moon. So before I glue my pumpkin down, I'm going to draw that harvest moon because it's so far away. I'm going to use yellow, and then I'm going to end some white. I love drawing big harvest moons. I like to add some white to it, make it nice. Can even add some stars off in the distance, maybe just some dots, just around the edge, right? Okay. Next, I'm going to ask to the bottom where my pumpkin is going to sit. Now, if we already glued your pumpkin down, that's okay. Just draw around it. But for me, first, okay? Easier for me to turn my paper, and I'm going to do a rubbing of this grass, where you put your crayon or your oil pastel flat and you push. Now, the ground is not straight, so it's okay if we get a little wavy and overlapping in our pumpkin patch. Okay? Awesome. All right, now we're ready to glue down our harvest pumpkin. You can use glue, stick, liquid glue, anything you have at home. Okay, I just have some liquid glue here. So I'm just going to carefully put a little glue close to the edge and around. That's all I need. That's more than enough to keep it down. Oh, a little extra. Carefully flip my pumpkin. See how I'm using my pinkies to balance my hand so I can lower it carefully where I want it. Then I'm going to carefully pat down. All right. Now, sometimes there's some vines that come out of a pumpkin. Maybe a little green leaf we want to add. Maybe there's a vine down here with a leaf coming off of it. Right? So have some fun adding some details to your harvest moon pumpkin. Great job! Stay creative!